one off.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
I don't like just jerking out.
I like spraying
I feel
out
like
everywhere.
the devil crawling up my body. All right. Episode 22 of the Fair Enough podcast. We are red and back from Memorial Day weekend, and summer is here. We've kicked her off, and it's episode 22 after a 2-episode week last week, including a nice little shorty where we talk some space and some time travel and some black holes. If you haven't listened to that one, definitely go give it a rip. It's only a half hour, but I think Jack taught us a lot in that episode. And yeah, today we have the satisfying draft. It's draft day. So we're going to get into that. We're going to get into a little bit of hockey as well, but the main course is the satisfying things draft, just things in life that are satisfying. So Bob in Detroit, Mike in Chicago, Jack in Saginaw. Today's episode, as usual, is brought to you by Rogue Creative. Go and visit John and the team at roguecreative.org or follow them at roguecreative_ on Instagram. Anything that you need for your small business when it comes to graphic design and marketing, visit roguecreative.org. John and his team are doing the work of the big guys at half the cost, and the quality is just better, and you get that personal touch from the smaller team and John. And if you're a real estate agent in the greater Detroit area as well, hit up Rogue Creative for any pictures or video walkthroughs that you might need for your listing. That's part of the business as well. So contact them for that. They have great examples they can show you too. So you know exactly what you're going to be getting. So shout out to Rogue Creative and John. That's roguecreative.org and roguecreative_ on Instagram. Oh, how was your week, Mike? How was your weekend? What the fuck did you do this weekend? I don't even know.
It was all right. Friday went out with one of my friends. We went out. She met up with some of her work friends, and then we went to a couple of bars. I threw up from alcohol for the first time in a really long time.
Whoa! What were you drinking?
Know. I mean, it was more like what I wasn't eating.
What a kid!
I ate. I didn't really. I do. So this was the thing is that I ate at like 9:30 in the morning, and then our plan was to go to this bar and eat dinner, like get drinks and eat food while we're drinking, and then have a night. We never got the food.
That's not like you.
I know. I haven't thrown up from drinking in a really long time, and we were drinking. When we finally did start pulling shots, it was this Jameson like Black Label.
Oh god!
And it was real tasty, and we were hitting it with the pickleback, but like, it was long. It was a long night. It was fucking close to 4. I mean, it was close to like 4 o'clock, I guess. So I mean, it was late. You know, we were at the bar after hours. Like it was late, and I like just slumped, and old girl was like, "Yo, this dude's gotta go home," and I'm like, "Yeah." And then we get there, and like, as we get like to my driveway, just fucking, I let her ride, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was.
So you had a 9:30 a.m. base and didn't eat again.
Not a single thing.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying is not like you. When you're hungry, you're pissed, and you make sure that you get food.
Oh yeah,
I've never seen you not do it.
And it's like, I'm an adult at this point. Like I can't be fucking around drinking like that without having something to eat. But like I had every intention on eating, and then I was like, oh well, you know, whatever. The service was slow at the first place where we were gonna get food, and then it just never fucking happened.
So you jumped to a new place, and then it was over. I was gonna say, why didn't you just eventually order at that place that you were at, but you just weren't there long enough?
Yeah, it just wasn't it. But I had a great fucking night previous to that, though. I mean, it's just one of those people that I always have. Yeah, I always have a great time with. I mean, she's the fucking best. But yeah, it just ended a little bit sore. And then what the fucked up was I throw up, and she's like, "Let me walk you into your house." Right? I'm like, "Okay." And I like go take a piss or something, and I'm like, let's go back out. I'm ready to go. Like I was fucking ready to go, dude. Like I was purely on that rally status, but
that's how
she
you
was
know
like,
it's a
nah.
good night.
Yeah, definitely.
You just want to keep going. And when you forget to eat, that's how you know it's a good night.
Yeah, that's true.
Shit's going well.
But yeah, that was Friday. Saturday was fun too. My brother's birthday. We just celebrated. We had a baseball game. Lost that. And then just kind of chilled and watched sports all night, gambling, dude. Bro, hold on. Oh, before we get into your weekend, dude. So we all, as a group, like 6 of us, took a fucking parlay for Mike Trout to hit a home run and the Angels to win the game. Okay. So it's 4-3 in like the 8th inning. Mike Trout comes up. We're all fucked up at this point. It's like 11 o'clock at night. We're fucking just everything's going on, right?
Yeah.
Mike Trout hits a fucking ding dong, bro. Dude, in the 8th, it was a 2-run bomb to go up by 1 run. So it was 5-4.
Damn.
And we were like, let's fucking go. Like, dude, going crazy. And then in the fucking 9th, they blow the lead and lose the game 6-5.
What? No way.
It was the most fucking roller coaster of emotions I've had betting in a long time, bro. It was so crazy. It was great, though. Yeah.
That shit never happens.
I know. Like, how often you pick a guy to hit a home run and they fucking hit the home run to like, anyways. But it was funny. I thought I'd have to mention that because of our gambling habits. But great weekend overall. Real chill Sunday, Monday. Didn't really do much. But how was your weekend, man? I know you look pretty red there, bud. A little bit tan even.
Yeah, Friday. What the hell did we do Friday? Friday we went downtown Detroit. Stopped by a couple cool bars that we always stop by. And then Saturday, or no, not Saturday. Saturday we chilled. Just me and Gary here. We just did nothing. It was nice. Kind of recovered. But then Sunday we went out to a lake with some of our friends in a pontoon. Kind of did that thing where we tied up with a bunch of people and just hung out all day. And that was a blast.
Never go wrong.
Yeah, and then Monday we sat poolside. And dude, I was like, look at this right now.
Jesus.
That's from my fucking hat.
Jesus.
I was at work like this today. Stupid.
My God.
I got a headband on permanently. So I didn't have time today, but I need to go back out by the pool and even that shit out. Or I'm going to look stupid all summer.
Yeah. Well, why didn't you fucking pop the hat off for a little bit? You should have known better.
Didn't even think about it. We weren't out there for that long, but it was so hot on Monday. It was like 90 degrees here. I don't know if it was like that over there, but
yeah,
it was brutal.
Yeah, I guess
great weekend.
And it's like you don't really think too, because like the first sun, like the first like tanning you're doing, like you're just out basking, kind of, so you don't think about it. And now you got to live with it for a week or so before you get back out there.
I was lathering too. I was applying and reapplying, but you don't think about. I just went around my hat. I just went like I never took my hat off and thought once, like, oh, maybe I'm gonna look like an idiot on Tuesday, but
yeah. You and your sunscreen, man. I haven't put sunscreen on in probably 3 years. No joke.
And that's because you stay inside. Your team indoors.
I'm fucking tanner than you. What are you talking about?
No, you're not even close to
what
tan
do
as me.
What do you mean? Oh, dude, you're red, bro. Oh, my God.
Yeah, but this is going to turn into, I'm going to be fucking Jersey Shore next week.
Okay. We'll see next week. We'll see how we both look next week.
Okay. Okay. Hockey. Your boy's been on a heater. The heater took a little stall over the weekend, but even when I'm missing, I missed bad last night. I had the Canes because it was games. Last night was Game 7. We're recording this on Tuesday, so last night was Game 7 of Canes and Rangers. And I just followed the trend. I thought Canes win every game
it made
at
too
home.
Much sense.
They're going to win at home.
Them. Yep.
Yeah, and then Ronta shits the bed immediately in that game, and then gets hurt, and then before you know it, it's 6-2. But
yeah,
I just had Canes. I had Canes, and then Vincent Trocheck to score. But I also sprinkled that Heedle kid from the Rangers to score, and that won me my money back to even me out for the night, which was solid.
How is anybody supposed to know how to say that guy's name if you don't fucking hear somebody say it?
If I've been saying, I still say Cheadle.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know that the C is silent.
Yeah, so fucking dumb,
I
dude.
keep hearing him say it. No, it's impossible. That kid line, though, for the Rangers is fun to watch. They are sick. 22, 21, and 20.
Their whole team is kid lines. Just what the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see I see somebody in the East, either whoever wins that Eastern Conference Finals, I see them winning the cup. Like
what?
Yes, dude. I don't see Colorado doing it.
Oh, yep. I was thinking basketball. My bad.
Oh.
Yep. I was gonna say, I was like, no, you're wrong. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I agree 100%. I don't think Colorado's going to do it either. I don't know if they get past Edmonton. I thought it was going to be a fucking sweep, but now I don't know.
The goaltending's just not that good in the West, dude. It's not good. And they don't score. Like, their offenses are sick, but they're not OP sick. You know, like, they're not going to go into a game against Tampa and, like, light the fucking world on fire. Like, Vassey's too good. Shesterkin's too good.
Yeah. I mean, Vasilevsky let up, 3 goals in 4 games against the highest scoring team in the league?
They're going to be fine. Exactly.
I just don't know who's going to beat them.
I hope the Rangers do.
If you keep the Rangers off the power play, the Rangers might not score a goal all series long. No bullshit.
Very true.
Their power play is heating up ever since like game fucking 3 of that series, and it's like you keep them you stay out of the box against them, bro. Like they're not that good 5-on-5 if they don't have momentum. So it's I don't know. I think
that's the thing though about them is that they're good at getting guys in trouble and getting people into the box because they play that rough style of hockey.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, the amount of penalties that Carolina took compared to the amount of penalties that New York took in that series was the difference maker, I think. Every game that the Rangers won, it was because they scored 1 or 2 on the power play, and it's just like you got to stay out of the box, dude. And it's the playoffs. You can't be retaliating, doing dumb and.
Because Zibanejad's gonna score if they get on a power play. It's just fucking gonna happen.
He might be my favorite player in the league, dude. No joke. I fucking love that guy.
I love that guy too. I didn't really know him that well until this playoffs started.
Yeah.
Obviously you know of him, but I didn't really watch him that much. But he is electric.
Dude, he's been one of the most underrated players, I think, like his whole career, dude. He's just your typical like fucking good player that goes under the radar. That just lights it up low key every year in year out. It's wild.
He's a players guy. You ask the players. They'll tell you, Zibanejad's disgusting.
Who's the best player on the fucking court? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's that kind of guy, which is sick. That's what you want, your peers to say how sick you are. Who gives a fuck what the fans think? So I don't know. I'd love to see Rangers and Edmonton. I wouldn't be mad about that at all. I don't think
I'm mad at any combo of teams. I don't want Colorado to win.
Me either.
But honestly, even Tampa this year, like, I don't hate them. I don't really care, like they're good and it is what it is. Like if they're the best team in the world, they're the best team in the world. I get it. But I would like to see, you know what? Fuck the West. All East.
Yeah.
Because I don't fuck Connor McDavid too. I just want to go out
You're
on
still
a limb and
on
say,
the train that you
hate him? Yes. And I'm going to tell you why. Because game fucking 6 or whatever, game 5 of that fucking Calgary game, right? Dad bet fucking Leon Draisaitl scored 3 or more points because Connor McDavid had way worse odds. So I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, he ain't going to do shit. Leon Draisaitl scored fucking 3 or more points in that whole series. Every single game against fucking Calgary. 3 or more points. And McDavid didn't do shit like that. I mean, one game he goes off for 5, and then the next 2 he has 1 or 2, but like I don't know. It's like, dude, the guy who's fucking stealing the show right now is Draisaitl, and the world needs to talk about it.
What about Evander Kane?
Yeah, but he's just getting
guy just scored his 13th tonight.
Dude, he's getting alley-oops right now, though. That's the thing. Most of his shit's right in front of the net.
Oh, all 3 goals in his hat trick were ridiculously.
Yeah, literally just perfect pass. You just got to get it up over the pad. Like, granted, that's still kind of hard to do, but like, he's pretty high level player. Like,
if he had a snow shovel, he still scores all 3 of those goals.
Yeah, I agree. Exactly. If he had a goddamn a putter or like a driver, he's fucking scoring all those goals. Like,
all 3 of those are going.
He's getting it up there. So, it is insane though what he's doing. What he's doing is impressive, and I didn't expect it, but that line is just fucking on all cylinders right now. So
yeah, that first one he had tonight was nice.
I didn't see it. I forgot it started, to be honest.
It was a sick pass. I forget who it was, but he was streaking up the ice and like found a lane and got a breakaway and actually like burned Kemper glove side. But that was the nicest goal I've seen him score by far.
The kid's got skills. He's always been a good player. He's just been a shithead off the ice and on the ice, I guess. Technically,
he's a broke bitch.
Yeah, that's true.
Not a bitch, so don't punch me in the face. Anything else hockey-wise? Or do you want to touch on the NBA? I have no idea what's going on in the NBA. I'm completely fine not touching on it, but the Warriors are going to win the whole thing, I think, right?
Yeah, I would say go Dubs. Did you see the whole Jason Tatum, Kobe Bryant thing?
No.
So Jason Tatum wore a gold or a purple wristband around his elbow that said 24 in gold.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and then he said he sent Kobe Bryant a text message.
Mm-hmm. Saw this
and said, "Oh, I got you, dog," or something like that. This one's for you. It's like, bro,
are people mad about this?
I don't know. I'm kind of like, hey man, relax. Like, this is like, none of this shit had to be public. Like, that's all all that shit's clicks. So it's like, I don't know. It kind of annoys me, like, being a Kobe fan and like seeing him, like, and I get he's still part of like the huge part of the NBA and he always will be, but like, it's also like, come on, man. Like, I don't know. I think it's
what if it would have been like, I don't know. I think it's just weird because Jason Tatum's so young.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's not
like,
even
are they like boys or were they?
Well, that's
boys,
what I'm saying. Like, I don't even know if he ever met him. Like, he may have met him once, like when he was breaking into the league. But it's like Kobe Bryant was out of the league since 2015. Like, Tatum hasn't been in the league since then. So it's like, I don't know. Like, granted, he probably is his inspiration, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. He could have put a fake number in his phone and just named it Kobe Bryant. Like, who the fuck knows?
You're right. It seems kind of disingenuous.
That's what I'm saying. And it probably isn't, but like, also, you can keep that shit private. Wear the wristband. That's cool. Don't post the fucking text message. Don't post you laying on the ball like you're Kobe. Like, I don't know. It's just like, you don't need to do that shit. You're not Kobe. You don't even play like Kobe. You're not even the same position as Kobe. Like, I don't get, like.
Or it wasn't a, not that Kobe had many good friends. I mean, you could say not even Shaq, but it's not like a D. Gordon, Jose Fernandez situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Where they're like best friends.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Very far from that. I would feel weird ever doing something like that.
Oh,
unless it was like my dog that passed away.
No, I agree. And even then, I would still kind of feel weird. I definitely wouldn't be posting it to public platforms.
No. Yeah, no. That's weird. Like, I don't know. Anything else? Anything else sports wise? No?
No.
Let's get into this thing then. So this is the satisfying draft. No real parameters. Jack sent us, we were trying to figure out what to do, and Jack sent us a text saying, let's do a satisfying draft. And his example was hitting all the green lights on your way home from work or something like that. So just things in life that are satisfying. And I actually thought of a lot of weird and random ones, and I'm very excited to share these with you. So, Jack, do you want to hit us with this? We're going to guess some numbers here.
Alrighty.
Even though I don't think order is going to matter too much here. I don't know that we'll have any similar ones.
I think this is going to be more of just a discussion of what we think is satisfying and explain than it is even really a draft. But we could keep it in the draft format just to keep, it.
Keep the flow of it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Jack. You ready?
Oh, I was born.
Okay. Let's do a 4 this time. I'm going 4. Mike?
I hate that he does that. He always laughs a little bit, no matter
I
what it
know,
is.
it makes me think that I got it.
I know. Where it's like now I'm like, do I want to go lower because he laughed, or I'm just gonna Price Is Right you and go with 5
You're a prick.
because it's lower. It's a 1. It's a 3.
The
What is
number
it?
was 6.
Oh my god.
I was gonna. It wouldn't have mattered. I would have went 7 or 6.
Not that it
I wasn't
matters
gonna
for
go
this
to.
draft.
I was gonna go up to 8.
You just don't ever want to lose these.
Well, yeah, fair
Hurts.
enough.
It's a
No,
kick
I
in the
get
dick.
that. I mean, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I wasn't gonna go. I wasn't gonna be like, oh, 9. I wasn't gonna
Oh,
give
no.
you that many options on both sides.
No, you couldn't. You were right to do what you did. I would have done the same thing. All right, Mike.
So
One.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say I am not pandering to anybody here. This is what makes Dad happy and satisfied. Probably gonna be a lot of things that people are gonna be like, that's fucking kind of strange, kind of weird. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not as weird as I think, but also, I'm not gonna pick the fucking the layup or anything like that at all. Probably not the whole time.
Yep.
Um,
I kind of agree. That's kind of what I'm doing. I mean, I'm not pandering really either.
yeah.
Okay.
So for me, the most satisfying thing in the fucking world is unboxing a pair of shoes.
I knew that was going to be on your list.
Oh yeah, 100%. And honestly, unboxing anything that you really order from the internet is kind of just as satisfying. But a pair of shoes, especially a pair of Jordans, dude, the smell. There's no
Yep.
other smell like a pair of brand new Jordans, and it's just you just fucking shove that shit right in your fucking face, dude. And it's just like, I don't know. It's so nice. You're like, yeah, this is what I spend my hard-earned money on. Like you're proud. I don't know. It's like I'm proud of it. Like I enjoy it. Like it's a huge part of my shit. Like, and that's just like the best thing. Especially when like especially when you buy shit online and you don't know exactly like how the leather's gonna be, or even like if you don't, you might not even know the texture of the shoe, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Like this is interesting. Like this makes
The
it
whole
even cooler.
experience.
Yeah,
It's the getting it. It's the smell. It's the then you put it on and it fits perfect.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. Or like, and like you're driving home and you get the text message from fucking Shopify or whatever, and it's like,
yeah,
your order's been shipped, or from Nike, and you're
Ooh.
like, yeah, baby, I got something to come home to today.
That's a good one. I don't have on my list, but that's a good honorable mention right off the gate. Is just shit. Is shipped to your house that day.
Yeah, that's kind of like
message.
Yeah, kind of like that's why I didn't want to like bring that up. I didn't want to bring that up, but it does wrap into the whole the whole experience of fucking getting there.
Right.
So,
great pick.
Yeah, can never go wrong with that.
Okay. I am going to go with. I'm going to go with the clean Dap Up. Just a good fucking. There's nothing like it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There's nothing like it. Because the reason I picked this is because it's something that 90% of the time gets fucked up.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Because a lot of the time you're dapping up with, I feel like people you don't know really, or maybe you know, but you're just like
you're not. Yeah, your hands don't move the same way.
No, and normally I think with most of like my really close friends, I'm giving them a hug.
Yeah.
So there's really not a dap situation, but even with your close friends, the dap is normally clean, but normally you're not doing it with like that. Like I said, with close people. So the dap easily fucked up, but when you get that shit right, and you fucking ooh.
Yeah. And it's funny because we did the awkward shit, and it's like we said, like the awkward handshake. It's the same concept, but on the other side, when you get it right, there's not much better. There's not much better.
So satisfying, thing of beauty.
And I feel like, do you have that one person that like it is perfect every time with? Do you have anybody like that where it's like every time you're coming in super hot, super clean, but it just always is perfect?
You maybe.
I like to hear that.
I think that's it though, honestly. I don't trust many other people with it.
Dude, yeah.
Jack, I feel like Jack and we do pretty well with it, but
We
we
get
hug
some
a
pretty
lot
good
too.
daps in.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm a big snap boy at the end. I like the snap.
I love a good snap. I'd like to incorporate the snap in. I'll slowly phase it in.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Telling you. It's the fucking best feeling ever. Especially when you got someone with fucking fat hands like me. The snap comes off hot.
That's part of the thing, though, is having the right hands. I got these small mitts.
Yeah.
So people really got to come in here, you know?
Tuck
you
it,
got to
dog.
show me some love. Yeah, tuck it. Just tuck it, dog.
That is a good one, though. It's like, and people don't get it. Especially, like, I bet you, like, I wonder if girls have, like, their own version of that. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like, you don't see girls shaking up, you know? Like, rarely do you see them shaking up, at least.
Do girls hug goodbye, even? I don't even know if they hug each other. I think they just, like,
I'm sure they do, like, a little cheek-to-cheek kiss. You know?
What kind of chicks are you hanging out with?
I don't know. I guess maybe not. I don't even know.
You're hanging out with some UK chicks.
Nah, dude. Well, maybe. Yeah. All right. Maybe.
Doing some cheek kissing.
That's just one of those things that these women will never understand, I guess.
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's anything comparable that they have when it comes to greeting or saying goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Idiots.
Pick 2 for you.
Pick 2 for Dad. This one is something that I think you might actually have on your list. So I'm just gonna steal it and just make sure I have it. Or you have some sort of variation of this. Is when you're in the car, especially, or you're at a bar and you hear a random banger that you haven't heard in a really long time.
That's a good one.
You're just like, oh yeah, like fucking. Yep. You're like, oh, and everyone else is like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, dude, fucking Kid Cudi's on. Kid Cudi's never on. You know what I mean? Like,
essentially, your jam comes on.
Yeah, exactly. Just a hitter, but that's always, especially like when you're not playing music. Like, I don't know. I listen to Pandora a lot because I'm lazy, and even like on the morning ride to work, I listen to this one AM radio or FM radio show because it's funny. It's like a second date update, and it's just bad dates. It's hilarious. But then every once in a while, they'll play a hitter right after, and I'm like, oh. It's gonna be a good fucking day, dude. I feel like Ice Cube right after that, man. I'm telling you.
That is good. I don't do. It seems like I'm always the DJ, but then also in the car I'm playing my own music. So this happens a lot to me at the bar specifically.
Yeah,
and it's the best time is when it's like 11:30 to midnight, like things are starting to ramp up, like you're right in that zone, and then that good song comes on. It's like, motherfucker, let's turn this party to the next level.
Like, I'm not fucking leaving. Yeah,
exactly. I'm not fucking leaving. Exactly. I'm not fucking leaving. Yeah, fucking tuck it in. That's when you really tuck it in.
Hell yes.
Yep, that's a great one.
Music will always do that to you.
Definitely. So many good ones, man. I'm going to leave out some shit that I'm going to be sad about. I got a car one. So when you're in cruise control and you're in the fast lane and somebody gets out of the way just in time so you don't have to turn your cruise control off.
Yeah.
That is money. Feels so good because you're like risking it all. You're like, I'm going to either just truck this person or I'm going to have to hit the brakes, and they put that blinker on and get over at the right time. It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Underrated car feeling.
That's a good feeling. Even if you're not in cruise control, you're just going and you're like, come on, buddy. Like, I know you want to. Come on, buddy.
That's what you say. You say, come on, buddy.
Yeah. That's a great fucking feeling.
Yep.
Stress-free. And it's just, then you know, then you just, it restores your faith in humanity a little bit too. You're like, okay. Not everyone on these streets is a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, and I try to be very conscious of that. Like, if I'm going slower than somebody, I will do whatever it takes to get out of their way so they can pass me on the highway, because you know how good that feels.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Or, like, if I'm going, like, too fast, like, being an asshole, I'll go around them in the right lane just because you're doing your job. You are being a good person. So I'm not going to make you get over because I'm being an asshole. You know, like, just
I agree. I do that as well. If I'm really flying, yeah, you gotta kind of take control of your own wheel at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and yeah, when that one person moves over and there's nothing but fucking road in front of you,
Yeah,
money.
that's money, dude.
That's
Oh
money,
yeah,
dude.
I definitely.
Okay.
Honestly, anything in the car where it's not me getting angry is just the
Yeah.
best thing in the world.
Anything positive to happen in the car at all is great.
It's
It's very
great.
satisfying.
Yeah, like even when Jack said the thing about the green lights this morning, I was like, that's one of the best ones because you don't
Yep.
want to like break shit first thing in the morning, you know.
Yep. It
Especially,
is
I
one of
don't
the best
know,
ones.
my commute to work, there's a lot of stoplights too, so it's like fuck.
Yep. Same.
Yeah,
All you, dog. Pick 3.
all me. Pick tree. Um, this one is kind of a problem, but it's very satisfying.
Okay.
Is when you wake up from a night out and you have more money in your bank account than you expected.
Oh, that's a great one.
When
That's
you're
a
like,
great one.
man, I probably spent this. I had so much fun last night. I probably spent this shitload of money, and you look and you're like,
Yep.
okay, that's
You only
know,
bought 1 round of shots, and you're like, let's
yeah.
fucking go.
You're like, oh, I didn't spend over $100. That's a
Yep.
fucking great night. You know what I mean?
Dude,
50 or
that's
less,
everything.
and you're like, let's go.
If I'm teetering, if I'm in that 60 to 80 range, I'm high-fiving people when I'm waking up.
Oh, absolutely. Especially like in Detroit, like in the city and stuff. Like,
Yep.
yeah, unless you're at some dive bar, like, but yeah, dude, anywhere between, fuck yeah. Oh, it's a great.
You know me, though. I'm a scumbalaya. I won't buy people shots.
No, yeah, but also that's smart though. Like, I mean, I'm an idiot, and then I have to fucking play this weird game where it's a fucking crapshoot when I look at my account in the morning. You know what I mean? Just to see how much I spent.
This one means a lot to you. I think,
Yeah,
but I think that it's like a 50-50 split. I think some people are either like you where they're buying all the shots, or some people like me where
yeah,
not that we're avoiding buying all the shots, but other people are just thinking about it more and quicker.
yeah.
You
And
know?
also, I think like you take care of yours. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
if we're with 8 people and you want to take a shot, you'll be like, yo, hey, let's go take a shot. And it'll be like
I'll
you
go
and
with
I.
one person.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. It's not, but
Yeah.
like, I'll be like, oh, hey, who's got the next one? I'll buy this one. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
and I
exactly.
expect 8 shots in return, which I really, you never do and
And
you
then-
never get back. But,
Yeah.
so yeah, no, definitely left brain, right brain there. But it's
Yep.
still,
I'm that same way, Mike. I cannot help myself. I
Yeah.
absolutely have to buy everybody I'm with a shot.
yeah. And
Really?
Yeah.
it sucks when you don't have any money. Like, dude, I remember like in Saginaw, it's like when I was barely making money at, like, I just started working at Pizza Hut or something like that, where like I have no dollars and I'm
Mhm.
spending them all at the bar, and like it was great and I didn't care. That's pretty much what I worked for, was booze money. But like,
Right.
it's just like, damn, I kind of wish I didn't do that. But shit happens.
No regrets, though.
No regrets. It's my credo.
No regrets. That's my credo. Not even a letter.
Underrated fucking film that is. Let me tell you
very.
what.
It's been on
Oh,
Netflix
man.
for a minute now too.
Jason Sudeikis
Where
is
the
a
Millers,
low-key
or no,
goat.
Hulu. It's
Oh,
bounced.
is it?
It's on something. Yeah, it's on
Nice.
something.
Oh yes.
Okay. Pick 3 for me. I'm gonna go with. I love this one because it doesn't happen very often to me. But saying shooting a basketball and then saying money and then it just dropped. Like, when you shoot
Yeah.
and it's going in.
I
you're
literally,
like, oh, that's
I
money.
have that
Bang.
I have that on my list. No doubter. I called it a no doubt
a
jump
no
shot.
doubter is
Yeah.
it's the best feeling ever when you
Mhm.
can turn around and you're like, that thing's in for sure.
You can pull the
Comes
Steph
right off your
Curry
hand.
and do the fucking shimmy. Yeah.
Just stare at the bench.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
I kind of like, I think at this point, I don't know, I have something else that parlays into that. Like, just kind of any sport, really. Like that's not my pick or anything, but like any sport where you kind of just pure something, whether it's a shot or a baseball, like it's just I don't know, for a guy that's always played sports, like hitting a pure shot in any fucking game, it's just like, yeah, motherfucker.
When you know it, I don't know. I think it's the best in basketball because there's that time between when you shoot it to when you know if satisfaction is there or not.
Yeah, that's
Whereas
true.
like other sports, the second you do it, or I don't want to give any
It's
picks away, but
instant.
the second you do it, it's instant. Yeah. So basketball, you have that time to think to yourself, like, oh fuck, everybody in the gym, that's going in for sure, and bang.
No, definitely. I want to just say what my favorite one would be, but I don't want to.
We'll get to all those.
Yeah, I'll bring it up later. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a great pick. Ahead. That's a money pick right there. But for me, here's number 4. Another kind of degen move is seeing your bets hit without a problem. No bullshit.
That is
when you take a bet and it goes wire to wire and you win. When you take a team to cover 6 points and they go up 24 in the fucking first and don't let up the lead, and you could just fucking sit back. To me, it's like crack, dude. It's not even satisfying. It's like drugs. And it's just like
it might hit. That might happen once a quarter. You might get 4 of those a year.
Oh yeah,
feels like it never happens.
No, it never happens. And then you think it does, and then your team will fucking let up a 20-point run or some shit, and you're like, oh, now I got to sweat through this bet. And not that I'm saying like I'm an absolute degen, but I bet, and I try to not
make games interesting. Well, it's like what we were talking about earlier with the Mike Trout thing. That's the way that shit goes down. Something good happens, and then everything comes crashing down almost immediately.
Exactly.
That's just
almost immediately.
Sports gambling in America in a nutshell.
It's a great time.
It's a great time. It's a roller coaster. That is a great one, seeing your bets hit easily. I guess I didn't think of that one because I just don't. It doesn't happen.
It never happens.
So I forget.
Yeah. I've been betting a lot of those no-run first innings lately, so it's like it's so quick that like if it does hit, it's like there's almost like no resistance because you're like, oh nice, like no base runners, and you're like, hell yeah, dude. Like,
has the back hit? I haven't even been.
Well, that's what so I've been making my own back. I have not been playing on Barstool. I've been on FanDuel, just taking 2 or 3 games that I like of my own. Because the back, what they do is they take 2 fucking cheese ones, and then they put a fucking something that it looks like it would be nice, but like there's some shit pitching duel, or this guy is fucking whatever, and then it doesn't hit. So it's like I just create my own on FanDuel, and it's not as good of odds because there's no boost to it, but it hits way more than fucking the Beck does. Let me tell you what.
For those people that don't know, the Beck is the bacon, egg, and cheese. It is a 3-game parlay every day where they pick 3 games to have no runs in the first inning.
Yeah.
For all the degens out there.
Yeah, it's fun. Barstool Sport. Yeah, it's real fun.
It's real fun. But it's even more fun to put it together yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, what am I on here? I'm on 4. Let's do... I feel like I have a lot of chalk picks on here.
Yeah.
But they're all so worthy.
Just hit it. Fuck it.
All right. I'm doing laying down in your own bed after a weekend away.
Yep.
There's nothing like it.
Yeah,
it's as chalk as it gets, but
it's one of the best things. Yep.
It plays for everybody. When you get home, especially if you're a person that like will make your bed, so you get home and your bed's made and it's freezing cold and your sheets are nice, you're just out immediately. It's over.
Yeah. No.
So nice.
Yeah, I have that also. It's just there's nothing better, especially for 2 guys that do actually kind of travel kind of a lot, weirdly.
A lot.
Not like all around the country, but enough to where you're back and forth within the state or 2,
regionally.
Yeah. And it's the best, especially after the long ride, because the long ride is the worst. And you're like, all right, just gotta get there. And then when you
getting home after that long ride from that weekend away is different.
Yeah, it really does. It really is different. It's the fucking best. But
It's don't fucking talk to me. Don't look at me. I just
Yeah.
want to be in my bed. When I wake up, I'll be a person again. But
Yeah.
holy shit, I need this nap.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Easy chalk.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just too easy.
Pick 5.
Pick
Final
5.
pick.
Pick 5. Do I go chalk? You kind of taken like 3 of my picks. I'm not gonna lie. Like my list was I had like 10 or 11 picks, and you've taken like 3 of them. So now the picks are kind of not that many.
Damn, I have so much left. Well, I guess some of mine are kind of similar though, so I don't want to pick them.
Yeah, that's another thing too.
Yeah.
This is one that it happens with a few different types of drinks that I'll drink. And it's opening a drink and seeing that little smoke come out.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
You like that?
Oh, I love that, dude. Because I drink a lot of Monster, and when you have the big one with the twist off and it pops, and the smoke comes out, it's just crispier. Like it's just that first sip. Same thing with like a beer. When that shit comes out, it's ice cold, and you just see the fucking froth or whatever the fuck gas chemicals coming out that's trying to kill you. But it's so perfect. It's just like, yeah, this is it. This is my.
I think of that with like an ice cold bottle of beer.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
when
thinking.
You pop that
ice
top,
cold bottle. Yeah, and you're just like, oh. Sometimes it happens with cans too, but not as often. But the pop top can on the Monster, which I drink quite often, it's just like,
The bottle, it's like, I don't know, it's like a Bob Ross painting when that shit just flows.
Oh yeah, it really is. It's the best.
It is
and like,
beautiful.
That first sip is always just so good.
Oh
like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's always the best sip. I mean, I guess the first sip of most things are the best sip, but especially a ice cold bottle of beer for sure.
I think you notice it a lot too. It's like the first beer when you sit down.
Mm-hmm.
So like, okay, like it's all kind of a joined feeling where, okay, I'm cracking the first one. This is going to be a good night.
Yeah.
And then you see the fog come out.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, I'm going to hide. Yeah.
Coming back from the dead.
Yeah. That's an analogy right there. Love that.
That is a good one. I did not have that one on my list. The smoke from your beer. Okay. All right, Mr. Irrelevant here. We'll have a final pick. Let's go. We have to do an AC one. I'm going AC on a hot day when you get into the car. So like if you have your car warmed up or something and it's super hot and you go and jump in it and that ice cold AC hits you in the face, that is a feeling and a half.
Yeah. Or any ice or any AC after you're just hot as fuck.
I know. I was trying to think of different versions of AC. The Barstool guys did a draft on what is the best AC, which is a wild draft. But yeah, the ones that I thought about a lot were like coming into the locker room from two-a-days for football, like when we're just dying in August and we have our lunch break and we get to go in and feel that cold air in the school hit you and you're like, holy shit, today sucks, but this is nice.
Yeah, I never had that, so I don't know that feeling, but I can only imagine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the car is the one that everybody can understand when it's just a zillion degrees and then you jump into the car, whether it's like an Uber or you're getting into a car that somehow has been on.
That's the thing, though. How often do you really do that, though? I feel like
not often.
That's the thing that sucks. It's like every time I get into my car, I'm like, God, I want to run this thing into a bridge right now. But 5 minutes later, you're like, oh, okay. But yeah, no, getting into the cold car is definitely a wave. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
If and when you have that opportunity. Nothing worse than when you get into an Uber without their AC on or without their heat on and you're like, read the fucking room, dude.
Yeah.
Like Oh man,
99.9% of the time, that person will have BO.
yeah. Or they'll have
And they
100 fucking car fresheners, and it smells like just the worst thing in the world. You're like,
It looks like a Christmas tree farm in there.
yeah, exactly.
Just fucking trees all the way
Yeah.
around the whole circumference of the car.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So AC, I mean, honorable mentions. I mean, smoking a drive down the fairway is the one I think
Yeah,
we're trying to beat
yeah.
around the bush.
Kind of.
Nothing feels better than that.
So that's not what I was trying to say, but yeah, definitely. Any pure golf shot is the best. Like, even if it's just like a chip from fucking 30 yards out and you're just like, oh yeah. I think Jack can relate to that one a lot. This guy's been playing all the golf in the world. But yeah, just hitting a pure golf shot is the fucking best thing ever. And I suck at golf.
It is. Is that number
that's
on your list there, Jack?
Yeah, that's got to be up there. But when you guys started talking about driving, I just started thinking about every single thing on the road that pisses me off, and now I want to do a reverse draft of this. I want to do the worst things ever.
The worst things ever? We can definitely do a worst things draft. We'll do that.
Like sitting.
We'll do that in like the dead of winter when everybody's pissed off.
Yeah, I like that. But dude, like getting in your car when you didn't have it like cooling down with the AC running,
Brutal.
And you accidentally torch the inside of your thigh with your leather seats.
Oh yeah.
One of those.
Brutal.
Hey, Mr. Negative, we're trying. This is satisfactory draft, not fucking.
Yeah, sorry.
You got any positive things, Jack? Or were you just like ready to kill yourself the whole time we were talking?
Dude, I can't stop thinking about it. Now there's like an
he's
antonym.
Sweating right now. That's why.
Oh yeah, you are sweating right now. That probably ruins it for you.
True. I am drenched.
That one I liked smoking a drive, a nap on a rainy day, money.
Yeah.
That's
just like comforting.
Oh yeah. I was thinking a lot of like just the smell of rain. Anything to do with rain, I'm all in.
Yeah, hitting the windows and shit, the crack of the thunder every once in a while. Yeah, it's definitely a good time. I like rain. I don't love being in the rain, but the rain is super comforting. I agree.
If it rained every night, I would be fine with that.
As long as the sun came out in the afternoon.
If the sun came out in the morning, like rains overnight while you're sleeping. Start raining at 2 a.m. every single day.
Maybe even a little earlier.
2 a.m. to 5 a.m. Give me a 3-hour rain session.
I would say like noon or like midnight to like 3. Just so then if you do want to get up and do something in the morning, it's not saturated as fuck all the time. But
yeah,
I get the point.
Then you got to think when you're out at the bar at midnight.
Yeah, how fucking awesome is that? Just dancing in the rain when you're hammered drunk at 2 a.m.
Riffing pickleback black label JMO shots.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Puking it up.
Throwing up in your driveway.
Dude, you know what?
What about porch beers?
Porch beer is very satisfying.
Yeah, I think, it's all beer with drinks for me. It's all timing wise. Like porch beer,
Definitely.
like it depends on where it's at, when it's at, because definitely porch beers though. Any beer.
Yeah, any beer.
Dude, the sports one that I want to say is getting a fucking 4-bagger in bags.
Oh yeah,
wow,
because
that's a good one.
When you hit 3 in a row. And you just know that 4th one is going in. You're like, dude, you're not stopping me. Like, you better put them in or block everything because these are going dead ass straight. And it's rare that happens where you're just in the zone. And when you get there, you're like, fuck yeah, dude. You just put your nuts on the table,
Similar to the basketball shot where walking up and you have time to think, okay, that's money. The second it leaves your hand,
Yeah,
that's gone.
Yeah.
Yep. That's same way with like Pong.
Yeah, true.
Hitting that last cup.
And it's like, it's cool. Like with that shit where it's like, cause it's the pinnacle of the game. Like you cannot do any better. You know what I mean? It's like, This is as good as I could have done in general. So it's like, I've won.
Yep.
But yeah, that was that's the sports one I was thinking of, but I was like, I'll wait till at the end.
No, that's a great one. Any,
dude, another sports one from the other end of it. Like when you watch a fucking well-oiled team, that's also pretty damn satisfying. Like the Lightning on a power play.
Yep. Yeah. I would agree.
Very satisfying.
Matt Stafford on a game-winning drive, things like that.
Yep.
Sexy.
Yep.
Yeah. definitely, especially like
Well-oiled
moments,
sports
not so
machine.
much like times or like full games, but like moments like that, like a power play or like a game winning drive, and you're just like, God, that was a thing of fucking beauty, like that. You
A
know.
tic-tac-toe on a power play is
Oh
a thing of
yeah,
beauty.
Oh, good grief.
yeah.
When the
It's
goalie's
honestly
not even in
unfair.
the net at the end.
Should be illegal.
The best.
It's just like you
Yeah.
shouldn't be able to pass 3 times within 2 seconds. That's not fair.
That is some lightning shit too. God, I hate them.
Yeah.
Anything? I had this one today. Anything you cook just turning out way better than you thought it was gonna?
Oh yeah, that's
Very
a good. I don't
satisfying
cook
feeling.
enough to have that happen, but yeah, definitely
Yeah.
a good one.
Today I made some. It was just like this chicken breast in the oven, but I made some guac to like
Bam.
go over it.
Oh nice.
It's like a taco chicken breast almost. And
Guac
this
equals
guac,
taco.
the guac was
You made the
money.
guac though, right?
Yeah, from scratch.
Okay,
Yep.
nice. Yeah.
Yep. And
Homemade
it was
guac
money.
is so much better than any store bought guac, dude.
It's way better.
Yeah,
100 times better.
Do you guys are you guys pretty good at knowing what you want to eat? Like when you're hungry, are you like, oh, I'm in the mood for this,
Absolutely not.
or is it hard?
If I'm grocery shopping for myself, I'm pretty good at it at this point. I have a lot of like recipes saved, so I go through all those.
See, but I feel like he's asking like, okay, you're hungry right now, or do you predetermine what you're cooking every night? Like, say like it's Sunday, you're like, okay, Monday I'm gonna do chicken tetrazzini. Fucking Tuesday I'm gonna do a turkey sandwich.
For the week, I do that.
Oh, okay.
For the week, I do that, but on the weekend, I guess I don't really have.
Just
I'm
kind
not
of fair
picky.
game.
Yeah, I eat pizza and burgers on the weekend.
No, yeah, fair enough. I'm not saying that you don't. I just because like when I get hungry, I literally will be like, do I want to make something or do I want to peruse Uber Eats for 20 minutes and not pick something? And then I end up eating a bowl of fucking Frosted Flakes, which is always delicious, but it's like I just can never pick anything. I'm never in the mood for anything, and it's like I don't know. And I watch all these.
I think
cooking
that's
videos.
most people though.
I know it sucks balls. It's fucking frustrating. And it's like
that's a TikTok. That's a whole TikTok right there. You like think about making something, then you perusing Uber Eats, then the last frame is just you with a bowl of cereal.
That's true.
Fuck,
But
that's
never
TikTok.
failed.
Where I was going with this though is that when you can't find something you want, and then you're like perusing Uber Eats, and all of a sudden you see like an Arby's slider, and you're like, oh yep, there's nothing I want more in life right now.
No,
than
yeah,
Arby's
that's
slider.
Yeah, but I feel like it never happens that way. I feel like you always see a bunch of shit that you're like, oh, this is okay, and I feel like I never get that where I'm like, I have to have this right now. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
What about like that is a satisfying thing. Like sometimes we'll be it'll be like Friday. We'll know that we're gonna be hungover on Sunday, so we'll be like, dude, we're getting panda Sunday afternoon. And we just know the whole weekend this is what's happening. And then when you get that panda on Sunday, it is so good.
Yeah.
You've been waiting all weekend for it.
That is some hungover
do that a lot
shit
here.
right there.
Oh yeah. We do that.
That is real though, honestly. That is a real thing because that's a real thing when that when it all just comes to fruition with that, you're like, yes. Or like even if you like say like you have like something fire and you have like a leftover and you're like, God, I can't wait till I get home so I can fucking muck the rest of this food that I had or something.
Yeah.
And you're like, let's go.
That's a good one too.
Why do we always start talking about food on this podcast?
Because, dude, we need a whole we need another podcast that Jack hosts that's just food.
A fair enough food truck. Let's get that going.
Fair enough food truck.
Let's go. I'll invest. Come on, dude. All right. Can I
finally,
say one?
Wait.
Can I say one
ahead.
really dirty one? But
go ahead.
Very coming.
I was gonna say I have that too. I was definitely on my list.
I mean, it's number one in my book, to be honest. But I didn't want to fucking start it off with that.
I was gonna say that first time after it's been a little bit. You say you take 4 days off.
Yeah, like J. Cole said, there ain't nothing like that first time. He was in my math class. I mean, dude, it's just that's the most satisfying thing, especially when it's like a long weekend and you're like, man, I need to just pop one off.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I don't like just jerking out.
I like spraying
I feel
out
like
everywhere.
devil crawling up my body.
Oh, that's good stuff,
Shout out
man.
to Theo Vaughn.
Yeah, I was about to say shout. I love when he does it. He's like, damn. Oh,
What do
that
you
guy's
just
a
like
fucking
put your
dope.
hands on ice or something? Okay. One to go along with that kind of finally taking a piss after you've been holding it. I think about this at like concerts or events.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
yeah.
Or even at the bar too when you've been trying to hold it. We talked about that a little bit on some draft or something.
Yeah, I feel like
point.
we end up talking about the bar a lot because we do that a lot, so it happens.
Yeah, but that first piss breaking the seal at the bar, or
Mhm.
just like when you've been holding it at a concert,
Hand up on the urinal. Fucking
hand up
like
on the
you're,
urinal.
yeah, like you're the dude from Breakfast Club at the end. Just like,
Yep. And that one hits different.
It definitely does.
That is a good piss. That's a satisfying piss.
Dude, another satisfying piss, and this is for the OG Fair Enough Pod listeners, is when you time it perfectly. I've been doing it, and I've had a couple well-timed flushes.
Have you?
And that is greatly satisfying.
Damn. I've
Actually,
tried
I
it
tried
a
it.
couple times
Yeah.
to no avail. I'm
Me
bad
too.
at timing it.
Yeah.
I don't know what my...
I didn't notice how fast the fucking toilet flushes until I tried it the other day. I was like, holy fuck.
Every
this
toilet's different, too.
Yeah, I was like, dude, this thing zips, bro.
That thing zips.
Yeah, I guess.
I had to do 3 flushes, bro.
Mikey's like, hang on there, young fella. I'm not finished yet.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, dude, I was way off, bro.
Mike flushed it 4 times. Just kept fucking rattling it off.
Oh, my God. Oh,
yeah, I guess doing it on your home turf wouldn't be as impressive, but like if you were at a toilet you've never taken a piss in and you did that, because you don't know the duration of the flush. So if you get that first try, I think that's top 10.
Have you done it somewhere else other than home?
Nope, only at the home base.
Yeah, so you know the flush.
I do know the flush.
That's all it is. What about leaving work right before a big vacation? Like that last time you're leaving work, it's like a Wednesday, and everybody else has got to work the rest of the week, but you're gone. That's a great feeling.
Say that again. Say
So
that.
like,
Leaving
so like
work
when
early?
you're so when you're leaving work, and say like we're going to Vegas Thursday through Sunday. So I'm leaving work Wednesday night knowing, okay, I'm off for the next 4 days.
Oh, yeah.
That feeling is so satisfying, knowing like, fuck everything here. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to worry about anything now. It's
Definitely.
vacation time.
Yeah. Big fan.
Dude, that reminds me of like when you're and this was quite some years ago for some of the folks on this podcast, but like when you're a senior, those last couple months of school, senior in high school, and you just don't do a damn thing.
Oh yeah.
Those are some of the most walking into school on those days was one of the most satisfying feelings ever. Like knowing that you do not have to do a damn thing. You're literally just here to hang out with your friends for 8 hours and then go the fuck home. That is the best.
Definitely.
Great.
And you just know that even it doesn't matter. You just fuck right off and nobody's going to say a damn thing. And you're like, yeah,
nothing matters. Your
Dude,
GPA is going to be a 2.8. It doesn't matter what you do.
Exactly. Dude, my last day though, like, so literally like our last day, it's the same shit. Like you're literally like signing yearbooks, bullshit, walking around the halls, fucking doing this, doing that. Right. We have a lot more students in our fucking school than you guys did too.
Right.
But we fucking, the day got cut in half. There was like a fire or like a fire or some shit or some like emergency that like we had to go on lockdown, and then they let us all go at like before lunchtime, which like the one day you don't want to get let go is the last day you can fuck off for this is your last day of high school. And we were like, all the seniors were like, are you like, we all met in the gym for like an hour, bullshitted, and then left at like 11 o'clock in the afternoon. We were like, are you fucking kidding me, man? Like, what the fuck? Which, I mean, yeah, it's cool and all, but yeah, it sucks. You're like, what the fuck, man? Like, I wanted to, do the whole thing.
Relish in this last day.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. But
yeah, I agree.
What are you going to do? What are you gonna do?
I think
that
that's
the
all I
word,
got for
Bob?
honorable
Is
mentions.
it-
You guys got anything else?
Is it relish?
I believe it's revel. I said relish for sure. I got relish on the brain. I had relish
You
on
were
my
gonna-
burger today.
You were gonna let that shit slide.
Are you sure that's not right? Hold on. I'm pretty. Hold
No,
on.
dude,
Say it again.
I always catch myself when I do
Say that again. Say I could have. That sounded very natural to me. I didn't even
I don't
catch it.
I said you didn't get to relish the day. Way off. That's just a pickle.
I think relish might be accurate in some senses, but I think how he said it was not accurate. But
I don't have the capacity to Google it right
Relish.
now, but
I think relish might not be the. I don't know. Whatever.
revel sounds better. I don't know, dude. I really don't know. Damn.
Well, nope. All right. Google says relish. The first definition: great enjoyment.
Yeah.
Okay.
She swigged a mouthful of wine with relish.
Yeah. See,
Great
you were
relish.
right. You were all over it. You might
Yeah,
have
but
been
I
a little
think I was
clunky.
trying. No, but I think revel.
Revel what?
For
Revel
what I
yell,
was
dude?
saying,
I don't
because
think
I said
so.
I said relish in the day.
I think those both might be wrong.
Because then in Ace Ventura, he exclaimed with great relish.
Yeah, I was just saying, I think relish is definitely a term of like, yeah, enjoy. Yeah, that makes sense. Whatever, dude. We're not. This isn't a science podcast, or this is not an English podcast. This is a science podcast.
It is
All
a
right?
science podcast. We need a full-time grammar person podcast from the script spelling bee.
Hey, man.
Anything else? Anything else satisfying that happens to us? Pretty
So
much.
the last one that is kind of like just cheesy, like outside bullshit is when you step on a puddle, like a frozen puddle, and it cracks and it just shatters into like white ice. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I like
It's the best thing in the world. And you know why? So okay, you know why this is
the
so
best thing in the world.
this is one of the most satisfying things in the world for me. And in Rush Hour 2, okay, Jackie Chan and fucking Chris Tucker are at the spa and they meet Ricky Tan, right?
Yeah.
He's like, Ricky Tan, get up, come on, let's go, we're going, you know. And then he takes his laptop. He's like, get your punk ass up out of that chair right
And he
now.
stomped on the laptop.
So every time I fucking hit one of those puddles of fucking ice, that's what I think, dude. And I fucking stomp the shit out of it like I'm Chris Tucker from Rush
out
Hour
of that chair
right now.
Mike, when you said you had one more cheesy one, I thought you were gonna say the good morning text.
I do enjoy that.
Yeah,
though.
I thought
That
you were
is
gonna say it
satisfying.
too.
I do
Go
like
ahead,
that.
say it.
If you send me
You can
a
say it,
text
Mike.
message saying like good morning or good night or like just something nice to wake up to, it's fucking, it makes you feel good. All right, you wake up happier. You wake up a little bit more on top of your game because you're like, oh yeah, this guy fucks. You know what I mean? So. Yep. Don't be hating on the fucking good morning text. That shit psychologically is helpful.
Mike lives in Simp City.
I didn't say I was sending them. I'm saying receiving them is satisfying. Sending them is depressing.
Sending them is depressing. Yeah, being on the other side is depressing. You're right. That's the shit that Jack likes, the negative shit.
Yeah. He likes to get text messages like,
exactly.
You fucking pussy. Have a shit day.
Yeah.
Thanks, babe. Love you too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, that wraps her up, though, bud.
Jack likes to get hit in the nuts with a wrench.
That's breakfast.
That's breakfast.
That's good stuff. We're fucking funny.
Cool. That's a wrap. The satisfying draft. If you have anything satisfying that we missed, shoot us you can put it in the comments on YouTube, or you can shoot us a DM. We're definitely going to have a story up asking about other satisfying things, because I'm sure there's a million weird ones that people just have during their day. I know that there's a million like food ones that I didn't think about, like a perfectly spread like peanut butter on
cracking
bread,
an egg,
like
flipping a perfectly fried egg.
Like shit like that
kind of shit. Yeah, you're like, oh yeah.
I know there's going to be a bunch that people come at us with, so I'm excited to see.
Or just
those.
like, oh, I'm thinking of things like pouring a beer perfectly into a pint glass
Yep.
with no
Great
overflow, and you're like, oh, yeah.
There's so many of these. I mean, we could have done a draft to 20 if we would have taken a week to think about it.
Yeah, as I
So
say, instead of 4 hours.
Instead of 4 hours like we always do these days.
Hey,
I love it. We do great.
Nobody knows that.
No, I know. I'm just kidding around. It's funny.
They still end up being good. So
Okay. But
shout out to Rogue Creative. Thank you, John. And the Rogue Creative team, like I said, go find them on Instagram and visit roguecreative.org for your graphic design needs for your small business. And that's a wrap for us. We will see you guys next week. We'll be doing some random shit. This was draft day, as always, that first episode of the month. So, go and follow us on or subscribe to the YouTube if you're not doing that. Go and
subscribe to that goddamn
Subscribe.
YouTube. And if you're watching it on YouTube, leave a like.
True.
I know you got your account logged in. You're sitting there, you're driving. Leave a like, maybe a comment. If you hear something you like, maybe say that.
I agree.
Right?
It always helps seeing anything. So, and then you can always find us on Spotify and on Apple Music too. You can subscribe to us there, right, Jack? Or you can definitely follow people on Spotify.
You can subscribe
I don't know how
to
it
that
works
shit.
on
Yeah,
Apple
you
Music.
subscribe to Apple Music too.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, so follow and subscribe on that stuff and the Instagram as well. We always got polls and stuff going on. So so we'll see who won. We'll see who won this draft. The last draft was a tie, a 50-50 split. So this is a big one. This is almost taken two. I still hold the crown after our split. So we'll see who wins this one. I think it's a pretty clean toss up. It just depends on what you like more or what you do.
I think I would say that's this today. It was just like there's no right or wrong answer. They're all good. It's just so go we'll make a graphic and we'll figure that out.
Beautiful.
Sick. All right, we love you guys. We'll see you next week. Later.